nice.
Okay. So I asked him the question, if he had one rose, who would he give it to, and how? Who and how would you pick? Who would you give it to?
All right. First off, as a guy, I do.
What's your name, bro?
My name's Mark.
Alright.
Right away, I'd go off looks. So if I find their face attractive to me, if I guess I like the way their body looks. Of course, I'd approach them first. If they are actually female, I would totally give them the rose.
Well, we're gonna go with, you're gonna give it to some girl.
Some girl, okay, we're just gonna...
The question, and if she's a stranger, not a friend, how would you choose?
Yeah, just based on my preference, the cutest girl around, I'd give it to. Probably not someone who's surrounded by other guys. I don't know, that just seems a little bit more harder for me. Someone who's like alone, or maybe with a group of her friends, I would definitely do something like that. And yeah.
If you guys had a rose and you had to give it to a stranger, who would you give it to and why? So picture it around like 12 o'clock, it's really busy here.
You want to answer first?
You go first. It's gotta be a stranger though.
Yeah.
So you're kind of holding it here, you're kind of looking around. Lots of ladies, lots of guys, I guess.
No, it's a genuine question. It's a very good question to ask.
Honestly, considering how depressed I feel most of the time, I'd find that probably someone just sitting around with their head down.
With their head down? So sad, right?
Yeah, someone who's feeling sad. You gotta make their day.
I'd say my response would be more towards like how I feel and who I vibe with. For example, when I walk by looking at people. I walk with eye contact.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
I look for people who like to make eye contact, look straight. Sure, I look for people who kind of I feel like having a bad day, but it's more about it's more about the vibes that you kind of have, right? It's a feel, it's the essence, it's love. Right?
Okay, I know what you're going with. That sixth sense.
It's that feeling that you have with someone that you kind of like go and be like, hey, you know what? I think I like you. Not that
it's a stranger though.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Not that I'm marrying anything, but hey, you know what? We have that.
Something's there, but it's not. Okay. I like that answer, bro. I like that answer.
But yeah, like.
So I was saying that.
So wait. If you had a rose and you had to give it to a stranger, who would you give it to?
I would give it to you.
Okay.
Me. And I would give it to you because I like social people, and you just randomly came up to me and you said that.
If you had to give a rose, you're holding a rose, and you had to give a rose to a stranger, who would you give it to and why? No, stranger.
I think I would give it to the first person that smiles at me because it means they're friendly and potentially kind.
I would give it to the least likely person to smile at me.
Really?
Yes, the person who's hiding in the corner, looking possibly very intimidated because in a campus this big, it can be very overwhelming. And there's a lot of people who want to just like sit in the back and like not be engaged in it all, and that's kind of sad, you know.
It is. I want to ask you guys a question. Simple question. If you had a rose and you had to give it to a stranger, who would you give it to and why?
Like, are you asking about gender?
No, in general, like you're holding it right now, you see all these people, who are you going to give it to and why?
Someone that looks approachable.
Approachable?
Yeah, someone that would actually stop, take the
Stop. What about you?
Anyone, actually.
It doesn't matter?
Like, really, it's just a rose.
Oh, it's just a rose. It's just a rose, you know?
Everybody deserves a kind of like
a rose.
an act of kindness, right? It's not like I'm gonna give somebody an act of kindness
But a rose
just because they're
means love,
approachable.
man.
It doesn't necessarily mean love. You make it. I think, what if I give you a rose? What would that mean? You barely, let's just say I was standing there, I just like held it out and gave it to you. What would you think?
So you just act kindness. So you'd give it to anybody.
Act of kindness.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, man? Props. If you had a rose and you had to give it to a stranger, who would you give it to and why?
Oh my god, man. You, because you're the sickest guy.
Thank you.
You, man.
Me?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. You're the second guy who said that. Who would you give it to? Me?
Yeah.
They would give it to me? Oh, okay. If you had a rose and you had to give it to somebody, kind of a stranger, who would you give it to and why?
If it's a stranger, how would I know who to give it to?
You just you're holding it. You want to kind of give it to somebody. It doesn't.
Who would I give it to and why?
Yeah. Girl, guy.
I would say I would give it to a guy.
Why would you give it to a guy?
Because I feel like they're underrated. I feel like girls, I don't know, we live in a day and age where women are always the one where they're receiving or they expect to receive something. So why not change it up and give it to a guy?
I like that.
Show them some appreciation, because I feel like guys have so much pressure in today's day and age. You know, they gotta like propose. They gotta like make the first move. Why don't you be the spontaneous girl that makes the first move? Don't get me wrong. I'm still scared shitless when it comes to a guy.
Oh, you think I'm not scared of shitless?
But it's just that day and age where there's so much pressure on males to make the first move.
Pause. Oh,
okay.
There we go. I don't know. I can't see.
I would give it to a guy.
You would give it to a guy?
I would give it to a guy.
What type of guy? Like
Not the ones that, you know, that like look. I'm being very biased here. Not the ones that look like they do receive attention, but the ones who don't. So the ones that are very underrated. I don't know, if you see someone like maybe disabled walking by or something like that, right?
I didn't think about that. Interesting. Okay.
Because I don't know, I feel like there's so much hate in this world, and like with Trump and all, there's so much hate and like racism. And everything.
My God.
So I would give it to a very, very underrated looking guy, I guess.
All right. So this is what I'm gonna ask you. If you had a rose, who would you give it to, and why? And you gotta give it to a stranger though.
To a stranger?
Of course. That's the thing. You gotta give it to a stranger. Who would you give it to, and why?
It's a hard question because they're a stranger, and so now I have to look around.
There you go. Look
I
around.
would give it to one of the mothers over there.
I was thinking the same thing.
Why would you give it to her?
Because they're hardworking and they're at a university with their child, so they're trying to get their life together and taking a risk for their kids.
Oh wow,
They
I missed.
deserve some happiness.
What about you?
I was looking, that was
The same thing? What would you say besides that? Because you already, who would you pick? Like switch it.
I would probably say that girl up there.
Why would you give it to that girl up there? Why would?
Super lonely.
Yeah,
right
she
now.
does.
And like stressed.
Yeah, she does.
Like very.
Very. So you guys cool to be on the vlog? Yeah. All right, thank you. That's it. All right, what's your name? What's your name? Michaela. Okay, so if you had a rose, this, and you had to give it to a stranger, who would you give it to, and why? Who would you?
I'd get someone that caught my attention.
Like smiled at you and.
Yeah, seemed friendly.
All right.
I'd probably give it to someone who looks alone.
Alone. Okay. Why would you give it to somebody who's alone? To brighten their day up.
To brighten their
yeah.
day up,
And you? Why happy?
I don't know, someone with good energy.
Good energy.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Approachable.
Someone approachable. All right. That's it.
All right.
Simple. It was really nice meeting you.
What's your name?
I am Nikos.
Nikos?
Yeah. You had this rose, and you had to give it to a stranger in here. Who would you give it to, and why? Yeah, that's the key. A stranger.
I think I don't know, I feel like energy with them, I would give it to those poster guys back there.
Why would you give it to them?
Hard and they're making people happy, so I'll make them happy.
Okay. Who would you give it to?
I think it has to do with energy. If someone, if I feel,
Energy.
Yeah, if I feel like someone is having a bad day, or you know when they're completely glazed over. There was a woman that passed us, and it was in a narrow. No, yeah, but we were like, I think she was really angry. She wasn't having a good day, so just like someone who hasn't. But how do you know she's not having a good day? No.
Yeah. How do you know that?
I just feel like you know. Okay, well, people have like resting bitch face. Doesn't mean they're bitch.
How do you know they're sad?
They don't have. Well, everyone's sad.
Really? She said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, maybe now you're not happy all the time. You're not happy every moment of every day. Just like you're not sad every moment of every day. So you're always having something on your mind. Yeah, but she could be a happy person. She could be, yeah, but she might be cloudy in that moment. she might have maybe triggered something in her enough, and then I don't know.
All right, here's a question. All right, what's your name?
My name's Destiny.
Destiny and
Asiana.
and you?
Hafsa.
All good to be on the vlog?
Yeah.
All right. If you had this rose and you had to give it to a stranger, who would you give it to and why?
Stranger? Like someone in this room?
Yeah. There's so many people. Oh my God.
Sorry, this is Monica.
Hi, I'm vlogging. Yeah, you kind of bumped into. You cool to be on the vlog? Are you cool to be on the vlog? Okay. So yeah, we were talking about. You have a rose and you have to give it to a stranger. Who would you give it to and why?
Give it to a stranger?
Yeah.
But if they're a stranger, how would you pick?
That's what I'm asking you.
I think someone that looks sad.
That's sad. What about you?
Someone by themselves, someone who looks, I don't know, I wouldn't say sad, someone who looks like happier.
Happy. Wow. That's a.
Make their day better if they're happy or if they're smiling and everything.
That's a very rare answer.
I honestly,
What would you give?
like, just bouncing off what you guys said, depending on like their energy.
Mhm.
So like, if I think that you're pretty cool, I'm gonna give you.
Am I pretty cool?
Yeah, you're pretty
All right, cool. All right, what do you think?
Wow, it's a very great answers, guys.
Great.
You're on the line right now.
To be honest, I somebody,
Keep it herself.
I would keep it like someone who looks like me. I'd be like here,
Here.
like you look like my twin, and I just want you to know that you're free
Because you love yourself?
kind of, you know. But like
That's cool,
in
that's
not
cool.
a self-absorbed way, but like in like a
Confident
self-love
way,
way.
yeah.
In a confident way?
One of those.
One of those. Wow.
That'd be nice to spread. I know,
No, I'm actually giving this away to somebody.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I'd give it to? My answer would be, I would give it to somebody who's never gotten one.
How would you know that?
I'd ask them.
I've never gotten one.
And that's when you have
I've never gotten one. Well, what's your name?
I'm Danette.
You don't want to be in it? All right. Well, Annette asked for this flower.
I didn't ask for it.
What you asked? Who's it for?
Yeah.
And I said it was for you. Because apparently somebody's paying attention. So here you go.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Have you ever gotten a flower before?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten a flower from a stranger?
No, never. First time. Thank
First
you.
time. You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Have an amazing night. Bye.
Bye.